Hi there, Kira here, and I've got a mini album that I wanted to show you guys and share all the details of it since I didn't do a process video. So I made this for, it's for my mother-in-law, and I used a lot of cut files from the cut shop. So I have a blog post on the cut shop blog where you can read all about this too, but flip through is just kind of go into all of the details and show you everything that I did. So I started with, actually this page kind of was my starting point, so I'll go back and kind of explain a little bit, but this album is for my mother-in-law, and it goes from August through October of 2017, and it's of my kids through those months. And so I saw these year-round cut files on the cut shop, and I was like, oh, those would be perfect to kind of place throughout my mini album. So I decided, since they were circles, that I would make a circular mini album. So that was kind of my jumping off point, was these year-round cut files. So that's what it's called. I'll link all of the cut files down below so you can see everything that I made, or all the cut files I used for this. So I started with circles as my jumping off point. And so I went through my stash, and I basically just dug out a bunch of scrap paper in my stash, and I went really eclectic with my paper choices. I just picked anything I thought was pretty, really. I wasn't too picky about if it matched or coordinated or whatever. I just wanted pretty papers. And I figured it could look eclectic, and I think it would, the more eclectic the better, since none of my photos really go together. It's not really a theme, it's just my kids throughout the months of August, September, and October. So I cut out this first page, I cut out with vellum, and then I cut this beautiful day cut file. This is from the cut shop, and this is from the working title cut file. So the beautiful day is from the working title cut file, and I cut it out on white textured cardstock, and then I watercolored it with just some yellow and pinks and reds, and just kind of wanted to coordinate with this paper back here. So I watercolored it, let it dry, and then I just did some machine stitching to just kind of adhere it on and to give it some extra texture, and I let all these little loose threads kind of stay throughout the album. It's very much inspired by Paige Evans and her gorgeous mini albums that she does, and I love that she leaves all this extra texture on her pages. So this page, again, I just picked this paper because I thought it was pretty, and I left this page blank, so obviously I could use vellum on the cover. However, I did punch the holes on the wrong side when I was making this, so I just added a few stickers to cover it up. So that's why these stickers are over here. But these stickers kind of blend with this paper, even though they're from two completely different collections. So then I've got the August page, and again, this is the year-round cut file. I went ahead and cut it a little bit smaller than the circles throughout the rest of the album, so then you could kind of see the pattern paper behind it, and then I offset the circles just to give it a little bit more fun, whimsical look to it. And then I just hand stitched in pink all around, and then hand stitched around the August part of it. And again, because I punched the circles on the wrong side of the page, I just put a chipboard sticker there just to cover it up. So then, instead of having each page like be a picture, because then it would get really, really big, it would be a ginormous mini album, I decided to just make little pockets and stick pictures in the pockets, and then some of the pages actually do have more like layout format. So I fussy cut out this picture of my son Jonathan and just placed this down here in the pocket, and just, you know, stapled on some little bits of ephemera and put some stickers and little pieces here. And then I just have a few pictures in here from August, and I did, like, I stitched like a little tab up there and stapled on a little ice cream cone since they're eating ice cream. Just stapled on a little puffy sticker here and stapled on some little velvet trim. This one I just stitched some crepe paper over on the side just to give some texture, and then another little tab that I stitched up there. Some of them I added little like stickers and ephemera to, other ones I just left blank. There was no rhyme or reason to why, but that's how I did it. Each page is like, it's 2 circles, and then I machine stitched in a circle around it. So that's what you're looking at here. So with the pocket ones, I made sure to put the pocket down first and then stitched around it, so then it would just be a pocket. I also did a little tab up here with some stitching, a sticker, and some staples up there. So that's that page. And then this page, oops, my sticker's coming off. This one is more like a little layout, and I just fussy cut around my son. He's sleeping, so I just did like some clouds, and I'm not super thrilled with how this page came out, but I wasn't gonna change it, so it's staying in there as is. And these aren't cut files or anything, these are just freehand cut clouds, and then I just fussy cut around. This was from those little 2x2 paper pads from the Turn the Page collection. So then we're entering September pictures. So again, I put this year-round cut file, the September one, I put it up on foam, so it's got a little bit of dimension there. And then I just did some crepe paper and a little piece of, I think this was from a cut-apart sheet, and just machine stitched that on there. This one here, this is the full circle cut file from the cut shop, and I just placed it on this pattern paper, so it's like a pink plus sign pattern paper, and I just glued it right on top. I didn't do anything special to it, I just liked it because I thought it added the look of more texture, even though there's not really anything textural on this layout. These 2 pictures here are from when my mother-in-law visited, and we went to this place that had like carnival rides. So I used some of the carousel collection to embellish these pages. And I didn't go really heavy with my embellishing just because I don't know, I thought that the backgrounds and stuff kind of did a lot of the work for me. So I did like some gold splatters and kind of just called it good. So this page here is with a picture of my mother-in-law with my son Jonathan, and I used the Carnival Rides cut file, and this is from the Midway cut file. So there's more cut files that are included on this one, but I just did the Carnival Ride, and I just cut it out with this floral paper, and then just machine stitched it right on the page there, and then just did a little bit of embellishing, again with just the stickers from the carousel collection there. This page, the background, I cut out the Arrows with Attitude is the cut file. It's sized to 12x12. We're supposed to be for like a 12x12 background, but I sized it down to 6x6, and then I just placed it over the circle and then just trimmed around it. And then I stitched around the edge, so it's stitched down, and then I stitched down all the vertical lines here to give it a little bit more texture. This is a little piece of like gold trim, and then I just put a sticker here and then stapled on some scrap ribbon that I had in my stash. I have another pocket here that I created, same as the first one. I just did a little bit of embellishing and then stuck some photos in here. I did like a little piece of, this is like just a fussy cut out butterfly from piece of paper, piece of chipboard there, and this is like some velvet trim for my stash. This paper, or this page, I just left blank, so I used the full circle cut file for this one, and then just backed it with a lot of the scrap paper that I've been using throughout the mini album. And then I didn't really want to cover any of it up, so I was like, you know, it can just be a blank page and kind of just serve as like the back of, or the other side of this one. So this is October now, and this one I just adhered down, stitched around, and then stitched right over the October part of it. I put this little chipboard bird down and then did some hand stitching so it looks like he was hanging from there. And then I did some machine stitching to adhere down this little hooray. And then this page, I fussy cut out a picture of my son. I put this frame down, and it's from the Good Vibes collection. So are these stickers. This is from a Dear Lizzie thicker pack. And then I just, you know, stapled on some ribbon on the side, and I just love all the dimension and texture that I included here. And then the final pocket, I just did some little crepe paper, kind of bunched up and stitched down. I did a chipboard piece. I don't know what collection that's from. It's really old, from my stash. And then a sticker here. And then I stitched on some ribbon to this photo. Did a little tab with some tiny word phrase stickers, and then did some velvet ribbon. I just had scrap of that for my stash, and I thought it worked well there, and put that in there. And then the back, I just added this little piece of ephemera here, and it just says Jonathan Elliott Ness, October 2017 through October 2017. So this will be for her birthday, and I'll be able to send that off for her, and I think that she'll really like it. So if you have any questions about anything that I used or any of the cut files, go ahead and comment below, but I will hopefully remember to link everything I used in the description box, and I will see you guys soon for another video. You guys have a great day. Bye.